All right, Spider-Man Brand New Day is finally here. It is Friday, July 31st, 2026. We've been waiting for a new Spider-Man movie for about literally 5 years. Isn't that crazy? We haven't seen Spider-Man in 5 years. That's nuts. I've been looking forward to this day for so long. But I've been talking off all my friends, girlfriends, family. Like, I've been talking off everybody's ear about this for the past, 3 weeks. So I decided, you know what, let's talk to a camera this time and not get somebody annoyed. Here are my thoughts before going into the movie. I know nothing, okay? I've seen a couple theories, not this week because I've avoided it all week, but I've seen a couple theories. But overall, I know nothing about the movie. Here are my thoughts. Number one, I'm very excited to see Spider-Man in a grounded, street-level movie. I feel like they really emphasized that on the press tour, saying how Tom Holland was saying how he went into social media and the internet and really saw what the fans wanted. And as you all probably know, the fans want the street level shit. That's what they want. So hopefully they can capitalize on that. Secondly, I'm really excited to see how John Bernthal's Punisher is brought into Spider-Man, but I'm a little concerned. I really, really love the Punisher as a character. I think he's fantastic. And I worry that in a PG-13 setting, such as Spider-Man, he's going to be watered down, and I just hope it doesn't diminish the character at all. I hope that's how they do it. Honestly, I hope he's not that big of a part of the movie. I hope he's like a quick cameo for a couple different scenes. It doesn't really seem like that's how it is because he's been on all the press tour and everything, so we'll see. But I hope it's not that much of Punisher because I just feel as though they're not going to let him be rampant and go crazy the way he does in One Last Kill and the way he does in the series. So with that being said, if that's not Frank, then who is, right? So hopefully they can adapt him to Spider-Man to a different universe faithfully. Another thing, the Hand. What are they doing there? Why is the Hand back? And you know what? If the Hand is back and and Peter's fighting them into prison, could he be trying to get a Daredevil or going to see Daredevil for some reason? I don't know. Daredevil's in prison, as we know. Matt Murdock. I don't think this is going to be the case because I'm pretty sure that Daredevil Born Again Season 3 is going to follow an adaptation of a comic book where Matt is in prison for a little bit of that season. So I think they're going to start Season 3 with him in prison. With that said, there's always speculation, right? There's always speculation. And Murdock showed up in the last Spider-Man film, so it's possible, especially with the Hand and Punisher returning. There's thoughts. Another thing, Sadie Sink's character. The rumors are, again, I don't know anything right now. I know nothing. This is just what I've heard, people talking, new rock stars primarily. Jean Grey. Is Jean Grey going to be introduced, the first X-Men from the MCU? That would be sick. We didn't get any kind of MCU update on their X-Men film at Comic-Con the other day, but we can anticipate it's going to come in probably 2028, right? Roughly. So would this be a great time to introduce Jean as as Sadie as the MCU's Jean Grey? All the cards seem to be lining up. She's a redhead. They're really keeping her under wraps. They won't say what she is or who she's playing at all this entire press tour. So I'm curious to see that. Another thing, back to Spider-Man. This is a Spider-Man movie. I'm really, really curious to see how they play the whole nobody knows who Peter Parker is, because I wonder if MJ is going to eventually kind of remember. My girlfriend made a great point yesterday. The Dahlia that MJ wears, maybe that will have like a tie to potentially remind her of who Peter Parker is and stuff like that. So that is a really good point. I just wonder about that storyline and how they're going to really adapt. Also, is there anybody who even knows who Peter Parker is? I wonder if Doctor Strange might know. He's a sorcerer. He's not the Sorcerer Supreme, but does Wong know? Also, where is my boy Wong, right? So I wonder. Another thing, Ned. Is he going to turn into the Hobgoblin? In No Way Home, I rewatched it yesterday. There are so many hints and foreboding to Ned becoming Hobgoblin. When he picks up Doctor Strange's ring thing with the portals, he literally says to Peter, "Don't worry, I won't turn into a supervillain and attack you." I mean, is this just the writers playing a joke on us? Or is Ned actually going to become Hobgoblin? We'll see. Right? That'd be interesting. Additionally, this takes place 4 years after No Way Home, so I'm curious to see how they play that time jump, how they I wonder if we're going to see this movie told in retrospect, almost like a recounting of the past 4 years. I hope not, but I wonder if that's how it's going to be. I don't think so. I think they're going to do a pretty much like a time lapse or like a montage in the beginning. It's going to be a 4-year jump to the end of Ned and MJ's time at MIT, and I think that's what they'll pick up. Additionally, Hulk. I'm so hyped to see Bruce Banner and Hulk back. It's been so long since we've seen a real angry Hulk. We've just had smart Hulk. So I'm excited to see that. Also, the thing that he made, I forget what it's called, but it basically allows him to like hold in his gamma radiation so that he doesn't rage. I wonder if that's going to like change anything, or if he's going to have a situation where that breaks or something like that. It kind of appears that way. Additionally, I wonder if his son is going to play a role. We know that he had a son in She-Hulk. That was really curious. So we'll see if that actually plays any role. There was one other part that I really wanted to mention. But in No Way Home's post-credit scene, we saw Venom. And we saw him and Eddie Brock get transported back to their universe. But we saw the symbiote stay in Earth 616 with Spider-Man. And in the trailer, there's a peek of him with some blackened eyes. I just wonder if 5 years later, we're going to see a symbiote-consumed Spider-Man once again. We saw it with Tobey's Spider-Man. I just wonder if we're going to see that again. Potentially. We'll see, right? I think that'd be really cool. I don't know. There's a lot of directions this movie seems to be going in. A lot of different villains, a lot of different storylines. It's 2 hours, 25 minutes, so it's a great length. I feel like a perfect length. I wonder how they're going to kind of integrate all that. And I wonder if the symbiote is going to actually play a role, or if that was something that they left in there and have now decided to just cut. So we'll see how that goes. But overall, those are the thoughts. I'm just excited to see Peter Parker. And it's cool because he's going to be 22 in this movie. I'm 22. It's just a really cool time to watch this movie and to be a Spider-Man fan. And the MCU is very much so back. So if you're watching, enjoy. Don't spoil the movie for people. Enjoy the movie. And let me know your thoughts in the comments.